this is Paul. Hope you're doing well. It's been a couple weeks since our last update, and we've had a lot going on in the background, so I figured I'd jump in and kind of cover a little bit of what we're working on right now. This is by no means exhaustive, it's just the really high level items. So we're going to start off with the server UI is going to be totally refreshed, so the actual design elements are staying pretty consistent with what we have now, but you're going to be able to see things like who's actually in the server, are my friends on the server? um, we'll be redoing the chat logs and chat messaging system, so you'll be able to very effectively private chat people, do public chat, chat with teammates. Right now, it's obviously very simplistic, but this is something that we know is a high priority item, being able to like actually see what's going on in the world around you. So we hope to deliver that relatively quickly. The settings menu has also been adjusted, so the design looks much better, and there's some additional functionality with other video and audio settings. We know that sometimes people say, hey, the music's too loud. Now there's a way to actually fix that. You'll be able to set customized hotkeys, which we know is a really important item for most of us. So I think that that will probably be later rather than sooner, but we'll try to get in as quickly as possible. With the resource visuals, the building visuals, the unit visuals, we're doing a huge overhaul there. So things are going to look quite similar as to how they look now, but some of the resource visuals, particularly the farm visuals, as well as the food visuals, have been overhauled to be consistent with the rest of the visual elements. Units have been sized up, so as you'll see in this build I'm looking at right now, they're much larger because they were pretty small before, and so we've got to adjust some of the building sizes too to make sure it's not some sort of like uncanny valley effect where the doors are too small. But units are going to be a little easier, I think, to work with. One of the big requests we have, actually probably the biggest request, was having like a really good world map. Right now, obviously, you've got the mini map in the top right, but it's very difficult to navigate the map. So we've got some small tweaks to the actual in-game navigation with like faster scroll speeds and some more hotkey buttons that'll help. But the world map is a very important item for this game, and so that's something that we're working on now. We have most of the game design docs done for it. It's a matter of building it out. That's a big project. I wouldn't expect to see that until August, most likely, but it's in process, and we're really excited to share it when we have something there. And jumping back to the visuals for a second, we're making a bunch of improvements to the animation system. So we're going to have a wider variety of animations, but importantly, the animations are going to be more tied closely to unit actions so that ultimately the combat is going to look much more fluid. And tying into those unit animations are the addition of tactics, so the ability to have like a unit stance like defensive or patrol. Formations we're hoping to have in by August. They're a little more complex than we anticipated, but they will be a part of the game. It's just a matter of us figuring out which ones we're going to really invest the time and resources in building out. I personally really want to see a box formation. Love the idea of my archers being protected by some melee units. You'll see in the next couple patches that we've really made some improvements to the environmental features. Cliffs are going to be much more clearly defined. I think the actual textures look a lot better. It's a little more clear, like where is this actually buildable terrain, where is it not buildable terrain. In addition to that, we're working on a new map that is built out purposely for 32 players as opposed to the 16 players that the current one's designed for. We're obviously working to increase those player count numbers, but this is the first big step towards that. In particular, having it balanced and playing enjoyably for that many players. We're also doing a huge overhaul of our technology system. So as it stands, many of those technologies sit either at the lore keep or at the homestead. Uh, Moving forward, those are going to be dispersed in many cases to the military and production buildings themselves that the technology is most closely related to. The actual number of technologies is increasing and the complexity of those technologies. In particular, there'll be a few different metas, hopefully, in that first area you can take where you've got your traditional macro boom, get big real quick, lots of colonists. But then you can also alternatively play it. Hey, I want to specialize on more of a military engagement tech tree. It hopefully gives a little more nuance to that first couple arrows. I've also realized that this video is getting kind of long already, so I'll try to move quickly in these last couple things. So we've got additional units coming in the tech tree to add a little more nuance to the gameplay. Got additional buildings on the way. We have our additional tribe, the Odessians, that'll be out this August for our next festival event. We'll bring them in sooner to playtest if we can. Can't promise anything. We're still at very much early art stage there. We've got a lot of the concept art done, but there's quite a bit of ways to go there. you can already see some of these changes come into the playtest right now. So we've got the new farm visuals that we're super excited about will be out in this next playtesting update. We've got new food visuals that'll be out either this next update or one soon thereafter. Cliff edges are way improved. So quite a bit of cool things that I think make the game look much better will be in this next playtest update or the one right after. So love for you to jump on there if you get a chance. The demo servers will be live until April 11th, at which point we're just going to migrate everybody over so we're not splitting player count. It's already tough enough as it is to get more than a few people playing concurrently. So we'll just make it easy on everybody and have everybody in the playtest, still free. Jump on the waitlist if you haven't already. I'm going to try to get everybody over in April. So we've got room for you. We'd love to have you. Please send along your feedback. Take care and be well.